Hi Cancer, welcome to your Magic Door reading for January 9th through the 23rd. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. That just fell out. All right. So this about escapism, maybe being in transition, not knowing what to do, being overwhelmed, feeling confused, maybe wanting temporary relief so you don't make the best decisions. Anyway, so everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. And this is, I will add to that this is spanning anywhere from a recent breakup, a breakup from the past, or somebody that you are currently with, but you're starting to feel that divide between you two, that rift. Seven of Cups. That's what I just pulled, but in reverse. And okay. So again, with the choices, maybe doing some wishful thinking, maybe not really realistic options that you're wanting for yourself right now, not knowing what to do. So many choices. Could be a good thing. Could be you're wanting to get out there and date. You have a lot of offers on the table. This is you, Cancer. This is Chariot. Forward movement here. Eight of Swords. The Fool. Nine of Cups. Temperance. The Sun. Oh, good gracious. Five of Cups. Oy. Alrighty. So, 2 sevens. Hold on a second here. We got 7, 8, 9. Do you see that? 5, we just need a 6. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 19, so that's 1. 0, 1. We got 7, 8. What's that? That is 14, 5. So we got 2 5s and 2 7s, right? All right, let me see. 2 5s and 2 7s. 2 5s is vigils. I should know that. And 2 7s is news. So vigils and news. So somebody's basically waiting to hear from someone else. All right, is what it feels like. Or someone has just received news and they're thinking about it. They're just kind of thinking, but it feels like somebody's waiting for somebody to make the move or to move forward and come back. The reason why, Cancer, you want to get back together with this person or to bridge that gap that you're starting to feel in the committed relationship that you're in or your love interest, is because you would like forward movement. You would like to know what's going on. Do you feel like somebody's been keeping secrets from you and is getting in the way of you two being a couple, basically? It's really starting to mess with somebody's head where they don't feel emotionally connected. And it feels like somebody wants to be free or adventurous, calling them. They want a new start, a new beginning. And somebody doesn't know how to make that somebody didn't know how to reach out. It's this 8 of Swords about. Connected, committed. Somebody's feeling defensive. This was in another one too. I think this was Scorpio, was it? That somebody is pretty staunchly resolute as far as where they're standing. They've got all this behind them at stake, and they're like, I'm not moving. I'm not budging from my position. I want to be happy. I want to be happy with you. However, either that's how this person firmly feels and they don't know how to approach the other person and make it happen, or there's a disconnect because they know that the other person is, it's like I want this or nothing, and the other person doesn't know how to, maybe they don't want this, maybe they just want, it's like all or nothing, and the other person's like, well, I don't want an all or nothing ultimatum, I don't want that. So it could be two things. This is general, right? But there's something about someone not knowing what to do about a connected, committed relationship, if not marriage, and either someone's really defensive. Someone is really defensive, and it's kind of insurmountable because somebody didn't know what to do with that. It's causing them they just keep going round and round in their head about it. Somebody wants this new beginning. So it looks like somebody doesn't want the connection anymore. That it's just someone doesn't know how to make that connection happen. Well, it's because somebody doesn't want that connection anymore. They want somebody new, or they want to just be by themselves and go off solo. And I think you suspect that here, because this is you wanting that forward movement, but you're feeling like maybe there's some secrecy or deception going on. It could also be too that this is about self-sabotage. Okay, that you're wanting this connection with this person. Maybe you want this new beginning with them, but there's that stinking thinking, Stuart Smalley, of self-sabotage. Like, you don't know which best way to approach this person. It could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. I swear Pisces, you and, or Cancer, you and Pisces are like kind of going together with some issues here, past couple readings. So it could very well be that you really, okay. Beating a dead horse here. Let me move on. So we got this new beginning. Somebody is quite happy by themselves, and maybe you've gotten word of that, but somebody, at this point it might feel like it's just a wish for you, because you don't know how in the world you're going to make it work. They're quite happy by themselves, and it's hard because you see them, you want to be happy too. Both these cards are about contentment and happiness. This is about resolving the issues that separated you prior. This is about conflict resolution. This is the optimistic, happy yes card. This is also seeing someone as your other half. Like, seeing that person is basically the other you, that you're supposed to be with that person. So maybe they don't know that. Maybe they haven't heard that. This is really hard for you, Cancer, because it looks like you don't know how to have that happy with that person. That there's just been something that's, they don't want it and you want it, but you don't. And so round and round you go. You feel like it's not, they're just, you feel, maybe you haven't reached out to them because they're over here having happy, right? And this is you over here really stressed out about it. Maybe you haven't reached out to them, but you feel like if you do, they're just going to be like, that's a hard pass, and you're going to feel stupid or sad, but you really do still feel very connected to them. Maybe you want the relationship to go further if you are in that connected relationship, and they're getting that itch, and it makes you very sad because you're quite content with them and you see the potential for this relationship, but it's all right. If you are going to bridge this gap with this person, we got two cards here about, three cards here actually, about opposites working together. We got fire and water. We got these two little guys right here, and we've got these two horses right here. So, I mean, black, white, fire, water, right? Opposing. This is about the opposites coming together to be greater than their parts, for forward movements, for a greater happiness, for balance, right? So it's about bringing two opposing forces together and finding that alchemical mix, or that alchemical motivation, whatever you want to call it, that makes them synthesize and go forward. And that's shown 3 times here. So what the hell is going on? Honestly, like, this is pretty major for you. But why didn't it work? That's what's like, why did this not work? Or why isn't it working? Is it because there is the opposite, light, dark, water, fire, there's those in it, you can't make it work? It's not all up to you to make it work. That's the thing. Just saying. This isn't about you trying or making it work. I feel like this person's going to be happy either way. Don't get mad, but you're just not that big of a deal to them as they are to you. Or if there's been a breakup, they're moving on, and you're like, wait, no. There's a lot of options here. The confusion and overwhelming right there. Both those cards. Okay, shutting up. Let me pull some cards here. Oh. Okay, so if you get back together, it's going to be this soulmate connection, and there is going to be stability restored. However, this is a solitary queen. So this is somebody stepping up to the role to manage the relationship. That's hard. Be careful, because this is, in fact, a soulmate connection. Doesn't mean that you're supposed to be together. This is, if you do get back together, this is about making that effort, about somebody approaching somebody else to put that choice forward. And this is about somebody, it's almost like you're saying, look, I'll do all the work. Can we just please be back together? I mean, that's what I'm worried about, okay? So even though it's a soulmate connection here, it could also be, this is about someone approaching someone else to ask them for their decision or to make that choice. This is my offer. Will you accept it? I'll do all the work. It has to be balanced, okay? Not this, it has to be balanced. So be careful, please. It seems like you really, really want this relationship with this person, but at what cost? There really are two opposing sides here. And maybe that's what this confusion is about, is figuring out what to do. The person, though, actually is quite receptive. This is, okay, we got two queens here. The person is, they're disappointed. And they're still grieving, Cancer. So if you were to go to them, maybe this is about you saying, I'm sorry. Maybe this is about an issue of pride. I don't know. I know that you two were happy together at one point, because that's the issue here, is there needs to be conflict resolution. There needs to be better coping skills between the two of you, better relating to each other's skills. We got stubbornness, self-sabotage, mental prison, overwhelming. It could be there's mental health issues at stake that need to be addressed and resolved first, because this is the key that opens the door to you two getting back together. So this is about conflict resolution, successful conflict resolution, and all the issues being illuminated and discussed. Right now there's heavy disappointment and grief and sadness on your partner's part. It does feel like they are receptive, but it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work. It feels like we're talking about two different types of people here that need to figure out a way to work together. We got 3 cards about opposing forces being joined together for balance, for forward movement, for happiness. So what's this 5 of Cups about? According to this, is going to, and the funny thing is, I feel like it will. But I caution, this is not balance. This solitary queen, maybe that's what it is. Okay. This solitary person right now who's got all their ducks in a row, who has come full circle with the issues, is probably going to be the one to approach and make the effort. So some of you could be dealing with an earth sign. This person is probably going to be the one to approach the other person and ask them for a decision. And basically, can we work this out? Maybe that's what it is. Because this one's over here having a new adventure. This one's quietly and steadily working and taking care of things behind the scenes. And maybe now they're ready to approach. And here's my offer. Okay? If it is the other situation, though, please don't take on too much work for yourself, or don't let the other person do too much work. That's probably what got in the way the first time. If this is an ex, or if things have gone sour and it didn't, you're struggling. Could be that. Could be balance. Somebody's doing the large part of the work in the relationship. All right. 5 of Cups. Why? Wow. Oh, okay. Someone is profoundly sad. Why? Because they saw you as the perfect mate, or you saw them as the perfect relationship. It's anything you could ever want in a relationship and more. And then we've got an ending here. So there is profound loss and sadness for this person. They're still dealing with it. They or you saw the other person as the perfect partner. And something must have happened, because this new beginning is calling to the other person. So this is, it's like round and round we go, right? Okay. They're receptive to it, though. You're going to have to figure out a way to bring balance, restore balance, though. And maybe that's what this anxiety is about. And you do feel like the other person is pretty stubborn, or they're not going to hear it. Maybe you're thinking that they won't hear it, and yet someone's going to have to approach somebody with a secure offer here. Cancer. Someone's going to have to make the first step. Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? Oh. Undying love. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. Oh. Well, I mean, look, we got 2 cards about seeing the person as your other half. Like seeing that person as that they complete you and they fit you, and that they were the ideal partner. So maybe there needs to be a reckoning with that. And confess. I love you. Look, we got to make this work. You're my other person. It doesn't work without you. Maybe that's what it is. Opposites attract, but the magic is that the magic is staying together, right? Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? Yeah. A hidden gift, sadness, an ending, and a new beginning. This is, I don't think you're there yet. I think you're still wanting to be together, and it's a tall order, but you love this person, and fine. This is saying, though, that we got this new beginning calling. So either it's calling to the other person or to you, and you just don't see it yet. But there has indeed been an ending, and you're still in the process of grieving, as are they. This is them grieving as well. So you're both in the same place, but it does look like for right now it's not meant to be. But it is, but it isn't. I don't get that. Because we've got the door still open here. It's just there. It's a real struggle. We got, again, with the 3 cards, we're bringing opposing forces together for balance, movement, and love, and conflict resolution. So maybe the ending was the wake-up call to that. Maybe it's like, look, we need to address this elephant in the room and figure out how we can work together. Because obviously you're stubborn, I'm stubborn. We each have our own ways of doing things. We're quite opposite, but there's this love there. We got to figure it out. Maybe that's what maybe that's what the ending taught you. And it could lead to a new beginning. Like, okay, this whatever we had has ended. Would you like to have a new one? Maybe it's that. Because this is the door halfway closed. It's not closed yet. This isn't death. It's not, where the hell is the lens? There it is. It's not death yet. It's just profound sadness and disappointment. But the door's not closed. And we got the Sun here, which is the happiest card in the deck. Come on. Come on. Okay, all right. Shutting up, sorry. Rally. Okay. What does Cancer need to know? Cancer. Sorry. Get a little punchy. Okay. That is the sum being greater than the parts, which is Temperance, Chariot, and that's why I for a second I was like, why do I keep talking about that damn moving forward, opposing forces for this, and that? Why do I keep saying that? Stop it, stop talking. And then there's this. This is all of that coming together to make, basically, the sum is more beautiful, more spectacular, more meaningful, purposeful, all that than its parts. You two are stronger together than you're on your own. So there has got to be someone to step forward to resolve this, because it looks like you both feel the same way about each other, but you really do approach life differently. And in order for that to work, there's going to have to be some kind of something that happens to bring it together, to take it from this to this. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. All right. You got a tall order, Cancer. Honest to God. Because the door's still open and they want the same thing, but how? And then that's where I end the reading, because wow, I guess that's for everybody in their individual situation to figure out, huh? Okay, yay. I mean, yay, right? This is good news, right? The door's still open if you still want to revive that connection with this person. Undying love. Okay, all right. I hope this was helpful, and I hope it works out for you, Cancer. I really do. It looks like there's happiness and stability and joy to be had. Just got to figure out how, I guess. All right. I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.